My name's Bill Jarrett. I'm in CIS 240, and the book is MCTS Guide to Microsoft Windows Server 2008 Active Directory Configuration, and we're doing Activity 9-9, which is creating the standard primary zone. Well, we're already logged into our server as the administrator, so what we want to do is open up our DNS manager and get into our forward lookup zones and create a new zone. So we go in here and look at our administrative tools, and we have our DNS. There you are. And we want to look up in our forward lookup zones, create a new zone. Okay, so we click the next button, and it will be a primary zone. We want to uncheck this store the zone in Active Directory. Okay, now we're going to give the zone a name. All right. So I'm going to call this one test. We're going to call it test zone. Okay, next. So we want to keep the name that it gives it. So click there, and we want to make sure that do not allow dynamic updates is actually selected, which it is. We'll go ahead and click next and finish, and just created our zone, and there it is, test zone. We can see it there running. Now if we come over here and we look at test zone and we open that up, we can see that it's made the start of authority or SOA record and the name server record automatically. So it just takes care of it. That's pretty nice of it. And if we go in a little further in here, back up, went too far. So now we can actually go ahead and create its A record. So we're going to just come down here, come back here again, right click, new host A or AAA. And we're just going to go ahead and call that guy test 1. Test 1. Okay, and then down here in the IP address, we're going to enter 192.168.110.1. Now the address that we use, it doesn't really matter because the record is just used as a test. But normally you would just enter the address assigned for the host computer. So just make sure that this box is not checked, and we'll go ahead and add the host. And this says it has successfully created the host of test 1 test zone. And we can go ahead and click done. So now to test and see if all this has actually worked, we'll go down here to our get a command line here, and new. Let's go ahead and see if it can find what we just created. So we'll just run a NS lookup and look for test 1 and see what we get. Now, of course, it gives us a automatic error because it can't find it, because it needs a little bit more information than just what we gave it. So let's try this again, but this time let's give it the information it needs. Look up. And this time we're going to give it test 1 dot, remember it's in test zone, so it needs that piece of information to find it. And now it finds it. So, and it returns back the address of where it's at and everything, which is really nice. Okay, so we proved that it works, and I think we're good.